Yo, what is going on, YouTube? What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? So we're here with another one from Mr. Jackson Brown. This one's going to be Fountain of Sorrow, okay? This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee. So not thank you to one people. Thank you to the group of amazing veterans who put in this request here, man. I got a request today, and I was just kind of blown away, man. I was sitting in my office at work, saw an email come in, checked it happened to be this donation request, and man, it hit me hard in the heart, man. I got pretty teary-eyed reading through this one, and that's happened a little bit lately, man. You guys are just too awesome. So many of you are just too awesome, man. You make me feel amazing about being here. I shared this email with my wife, and I just said, look at this, man. Look at this. This was not something I anticipated starting this up, but it sure makes me feel special. It's an amazing bonus to just listening to music. I sit here, I do nothing special. I don't have a talent. I sit here and I just listen to music, and I do my best to observe it and to feel it. And I share my first time hearing many songs with you guys. That's all I intended. And something else has happened, man. And it's been an awesome journey. And it's been an awesome ride. It's been awesome to share this with you guys. So thank you for all of you guys who say great things and who genuinely enjoy tuning in, and you gain something out of this, man. That's so cool. It's so cool. So let's go ahead and read over the donation request, and I'll do my best not to shed a tear here, man. But you can already see, I can see it right there, man. It's got a little watery in here, man. The waterworks, you know what I mean? But it's really nice, man. I feel great things when you guys say great things, so thank you so much. Let's go ahead and read over this one, man. It says, hi, Sean. A few other old vets and I, and a few of the guys who came back with metal legs or an injury, we were at our local dive vets pub, and I got the bartender to put you up on YouTube. We watched some of your older videos, stuff we like: Jackson Brown, Van Morrison, Stilly Dan, Dylan, Neil Young, Joe Cocker, etc. And we wanted to buy you a coffee. We all loved you. It felt like you were there drinking a beer with us. We decided to ask if you might play Fountain of Sorrow or Late for the Sky from the album by the same name. I chose Fountain of Sorrow because I actually do have Late for the Sky on the channel. So if any of you guys want to pull that one up, man, it is here. So thank you for giving me two requests so I can do one that I haven't done before. They are Jackson Brown tunes. Either one is fine. It's about love and loss, and all us vets understand that. Whether Jackson Brown is writing about love phenomena, the passage of time, or the sublime weaving of relationships and experiences that make up the intricate tapestry of life, his ability to capture these things in such exact language, married with compelling harmony and often soulful lap-still lines, truly earns him the distinction of being one of the greatest songwriters to walk the earth. His masterpiece album, Late for the Sky, is considered so good that in 2020 the album was deemed culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant by the Library of Congress and selected for preservation in the National Recording Registry, man. P.S. You got a round of applause twice, and everyone loved you. Don't worry, if you can't, we love you anyway. You're our brother now, man. You guys are all my brothers and sisters as well, man. It's amazing, amazing write-up right here, man. Thank you so much to all of you at the pub, all my vets. Thank you so much, and to everyone else, thank you as well. For sure, any of my vets out there, man, woman, other countries, man, we all served, we all put our life on the line, and many of us experienced a lot of things that made us lose something in ourselves, and we came back and we tried to put ourselves together the best we can. So thank you so much to everybody who has served, and thank you for everyone who tunes in and spends some of your day with me as well. Thank you all. Let's go ahead and jump into this one, man. Fountain of Sorrow, Jackson Brown. Really appreciate the love. Let's go on and dive in, man. See, get my head straight, cleared, and think, just be able to try to soak this one in, man. Here we go.
Looking through some photographs I found inside a drawer, I was taken by a photograph of you. There were one or two I know that you would have liked a little more, but they didn't show your spirit quite as true. You were turning round to see by surprise. And at the moment that my camera happened to find you, there was just a trace of sorrow in your eyes.
Ooh.
Now the things that I remember seem so distant, so small, though it hasn't really been that long a time.
Music's
What
great.
I was seeing wasn't what was happening at all, although for a while our paths did seem to climb. But when you see through love's illusions, there lies the danger, and your perfect lover just looks like a perfect fool. So you go running off in search of a perfect stranger, while the loneliness seems to spring from your life like a fountain from a pool.
That pin, man.
Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to hide sometimes, but now you're alright. And it's good to see your smiling face tonight.
Music's just top notch.
Now for you and me, it may not be that hard to reach our dreams, but that magic feeling never seems to last. And while the future's there for anyone to change, still you know it seems it would be easier sometimes to change the past.
Some people
I'm just
wish.
1 or 2 years and a couple of changes behind me. In my lessons at love's pain and heartaches too, where if you feel too free and you need something to remind you, there's this loneliness springing up from your life like a fountain from a pool. Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to hide sometimes, but now you're alright. And it's good to see your smiling face tonight.
Song about hope, man. The other side. It's about making it out on the other end of that tunnel, man.
Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to struggle, you've had to fight to keep understanding compassion inside. You could be laughing at me, you've got the right, but you go on smiling, so clear and so bright.
Look how it got cheery, kind of cheery in here. Look at that, man. Look at that outro. Lifted you up. You know, you kept that compassion. And they take you out on a high note on this, man. This song talking about a rough time. Let's let it play out, man. You can hear that lead, man. They fitted out that lead really quick, but that lead guitar was playing out, man. Very nice piano. Very nice music to this. The music was dope, man. Dope, dope, dope. But jumping into these lyrics, man, sounds like at the start, he took a picture of his lady. Thought he caught her in like a fun little moment, man. That smile was kind of a jump, but at the end, he caught something else. He caught a little bit of sadness. He didn't know, it sounds like to me, but she knew. It sounded like to me that she knew the love was over. The love, that fire had dimmed. It was kind of out already for her. And here he is just trying to be cute and have a good moment with his lady. And things went on and things didn't work out. And, you know, maybe she went out and found some stranger and he went out and tried to find a way through this, man. But he's hearing these hollow, you know, sounds of his own footsteps, man. That feeling of being alone, that feeling of just really being alone, man. And he went through the trials, he went through the hard times, but he's saying, hey, just listen. Listen, like you're going to make it through this. And on the other side, you're going to see yourself smile again. It's a song of hope for people that have experienced a fountain of sorrow, man, just flowing out. Sorrow just flowing out to that fountain, the lies just flowing out, right? It's one of these situations that when you're in it, man, you're in a whirlwind, a torment of emotion that just makes you feel bad, especially if your relationship ends through deceit and lies. You can be in a bad spot for a while, but he's just saying, hey, you'll make it through that tunnel. You're gonna come out on the other end smiling. You're gonna be thankful that you didn't let this ruin you. Okay, don't let it destroy you. And some people do that, right? Some people can't rebound so easy from the bad emotions that they had to go through in a bad relationship. But he's kind of cheering you on in this situation, saying, hey, we'll make it through. And at the end, on that positive note, he takes you out on a high note, trying to give you the imagery with sound. You're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. So dope one from Jackson. Like you said, one of the best lyricists, man. I love diving into Jackson from the get-go with Running on Empty. I already knew Jackson Browne was a special man. And he continues to prove it every song, every single song, man. So let's get into this. All right, guys, we got this one right here. Fountain of Sorrow from Jackson Browne, released in 1975. Songwriter on this one, Jackson Browne, man. He's a great man with that pen. All right, so this was released in 1974 off the album Late for the Sky, man. It was the longest song on the album and the longest song Browne had yet released. For Every Man was approximately 6 minutes 20 seconds. 2 minutes were removed from the single release of Fountain of Sorrow, but the song still failed to chart on the Billboard Hot 100, man. Origin, the song is generally assumed to have been inspired by Browne's brief relationship with Joni Mitchell. There you go, man. Supposedly that's the inspiration here. It's really really interesting for me to find out all these artists who dated each other. I'm constantly just finding out. So now we got Browne with Joni, you know, at this point in time, man. Reaction. Many critics have written of the relationship song and the album it is from as reflecting a larger general zeitgeist for the post-Vietnam War, post-Nixon era baby boomer audience, particularly the notable "You've known that hollow sound of your own footsteps in flight" line in the chorus. The fondly reflective Fountain of Sorrow is typical of Browne's ability to make personal experience seem universal. Said Gil Asakawa in The Music Sound Rock. Indeed, Joan Baez immediately recorded her own version of the song for her 1975 solo album Diamonds and Rust, placing it directly in the song listing after her title track, a remembrance song of her relationship with Bob Dylan in the 1960s and 1970s. So you go from Diamonds and Rust straight into this one, which I have listened to Diamonds and Rust as well, man. So you got that one going straight into this one on Joan's album there. So a critic wrote of this one that Fountain of Sorrow speaks of the perennial search for someone new, an effort that combines some renewed optimism with the lingering knowledge of past failures. And that's where he was saying if he could go back in time, you know, kind of change the past. And I know a lot of people who would do that. A lot of people have been in situations that only if they would have seen it coming, right? But we don't have that power, man. The best you can do is take a bad situation now and make it better, kind of like Paul McCartney said, right? Take a sad song and make it better, man. It's so true and it's so powerful and it's so meaningful, man. So many of us are going to wind up at one point in time on the wrong end of the gun, right? On the wrong end of the barrel, man. And you know, you got to pick up the pieces the best you can because life keeps going and a lot of people aren't going to stop to help us up, man. We got to find that strength in ourselves a lot. And I take a lot of these mistakes and trials throughout our life, all the small ones, man, use them as building blocks for the big one that eventually might come, right? To know how we can regain ourselves, man. I've been through some dark times, man, like we were talking about with my military buddies right here. I've been through some dark times after the military. Fortunately, not a lot of relationship hard times. Me and my wife been together a long time. But I'm just saying, man, it's tough, man. A lot of us are dealt bad blows. Got to do our best, man. We got to do our best, and I hope everybody out there is doing your best today, man. If not, maybe this video will give you a little bit of encouragement. Maybe Jackson Brown right here can give you a little bit of encouragement to know, man. Let's pick ourselves up a little bit. We've got to learn to build our strength for sure, man. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for the vets out there, and thank you for those of you who contributed to this reaction. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man. You guys rock. If you guys enjoyed the content that I did right here, man, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. It's appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, man. With that being said, I'm gone. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.